Part 1. If one believes the credible acts of the Bible, then the incredible acts should terrify you. Lillian Anders, Will of Ages, 2051. Chapter 1. Red War. Florence, Colorado. April 3, 2097, 6:03 a.m. MDT. The cornerstone cracked. A thick, jagged line, not unlike a bolt of lightning, ripped across a 20-foot section of reinforced concrete, spitting chunks of rock and fine dust from the foot of the prison. No one there realized this, nor did any of the sophisticated surveillance equipment pick it up, not even the ultraviolet infrared sonic sweeps, which were run out of a control room and had been in operation since it was completed in 2060. PSMX-1, or the Prime Supermax prison, was big brother to the old ADX, a maximum security prison, which sat just 2 miles away and was now a military supply station and warehouse. The power that split the stone was just time, decomposition, and gravity, the normal physical forces we feel every day. But like the wings of a butterfly, it brought with it a storm. Zeus ringing a doorbell. Inside the prison, a pair of eyes opened to this event, awakened by unnatural instinct. PSMX-1 is the only Prime Supermax prison in the United States. There is one each in Canada, Mexico, and Central and South America. The Western Global Trade Agreement of 2045 designated this, which, after creating seamless trade, also created an international law enforcement service and penal system, a convenient way to dismantle sovereignty when protecting financial interests. There was resistance to the WGTA at first, but like most social rebellion, it gave way under the weight of government pushback, underground violence, economic pressure, disinformation, and apathy. The growing Sirenist movement also aided the passage of this treaty, which united a third of the world. Christians saw global consolidation as a bad omen, but Sirenists saw it as social unification, a way to protect issues and interests important to humanity. Like all Prime Supermax prisons, PSMX-1 is home to the most dangerous inmates in the nation. The government encouraged every state and province to send its worst men to the new facility. Thus, in a larger sense, the prison houses the spirit of every vile act of society. Q Unit is where the worst of the worst are kept. To end up here, you had to commit crimes deemed to threaten all of humanity. It has always been hard to staff Q Unit. Prison guards would rather work with garden-variety rapists, pedophiles, and serial killers than the wily, lethal, and often brilliant minds there. It is one thing to be threatened by a man with a makeshift knife. It's another to have your retina burned out by a homemade magnesium flash gun. Therefore, most of the guards work the larger section of the complex, which has 1,600 cells and houses over 1,500 men. Q Unit houses 37 men and 1 woman. They brought her in at night after trying to escape from 2 other secure facilities. She choked one guard to death. Another she gutted with the edge of a detached washing machine lid. She kicked the last guard she attacked over a railing, and he fell to his death. None of the officials guarding her that night worried about her safety in a prison of men because Lieutenant Avery Alice Wilson was a soldier, designated LS-9, meaning trained with lethal skills and capable of killing without conventional weapons. Avery was a former Army Ranger and one of the few women to lead a team into war. She was a decorated hero, responsible for liberating a company of soldiers on 2 separate missions. She was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the daughter of a business executive and a term coder who lived a middle-class American dream, which left Avery wanting for nothing. A year after she was born, the Wilsons became pregnant with another child, a boy who seemed perfectly healthy until he emerged from his mother and mysteriously died. The family would have no more children and became mired in grief until young Avery took her unified DNA test. Since 2001, the government mandated that every child born be subject to DNA filing and matching. This was done in secret at first, with the Canadian, Mexican, and U.S. governments all conspiring, in their words, for the health of its citizens. A database was kept and patterns studied on how to assist the Human Genome Project. The hope was in studying those with superior genes, we could help prevent disease and help all people live longer. The unified DNA test determined levels of genetic strength, balance, and structure.